Welcome to Step by Step, the podcast where I break it all down. Life, drama, gossip, and everything in between. I'm your host, Taya, and this is my audio journal, filled with stories, reflections, and the kind of tea you won't find anywhere else. Each episode, we'll take it step by step, starting with Monday mindfulness to kickstart your week, diving into the magic of Wednesdays with our main episode, and wrapping up with Your Say Friday, where your stories, questions, and even a little anonymous gossip take center stage. This isn't just my podcast, it's ours. So grab your headphones and take this journey with me, one step at a time. Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Your Say Friday. Today, we are diving into a powerful and transformative topic, gratefulness. And this week, I encourage you to slow down and sit with every moment. We often rush through our days and weeks, eager to get to the weekend or the next big thing. But do you ever pause and ask yourself if you're really taking in the time to sit in the moments? Regardless of whether it's joy, sadness, or even disappointment, these moments shape our lives. And we only experience these as humans. Without bad days, how could we fully appreciate the good days? The beauty of life lies in the contrast of its highs and lows. And gratitude is the thread that weaves them together. Gratitude isn't just a practice, it's a vibration, a frequency that can shift your energy and change your life. When we focus on what we are thankful for, we are able to look for more things day to day that we appreciate. So soak up all the gratitude that you can. Eventually we stop consciously looking and it becomes part of our daily routine. Our day ends up being full and content of small things that make us happy. Therefore, you have a happy life. That's the secret. It doesn't mean ignoring pain or negative emotions. Instead, it's about acknowledging and accepting the feelings, then using gratitude as a tool to ground yourself. Sometimes we play out worst case scenarios in our mind, and when they do happen, we say, I knew this would happen. Think of the last time you had a terrible day. Maybe it started with spilling your coffee and then you stub your toe. And then shortly after, you forget your phone at home. It feels like one thing after another, right? Do you think it's a coincidence that these things happen like that? Sometimes when we have a day like that, we just have to sit in it and have the realization of the fact our vibrational frequency is the cause of these things and how we handle them. The universe doesn't respond to your thoughts, but the energy you create. Shift that energy with gratitude, and you might find the day starting to turn around. We can attract good things to ourselves just the same as bad. But don't panic, because it's not human nature to be happy and positive all the time, I know. And you're probably wondering, what can I do to avoid more bad things happening when I am in a bad mood? Again, the best way to shift your day around is with gratitude, because it is a high vibe emotion and easily accessible and very powerful tool. Use it to instantly pull yourself out of low vibrations. When you have a realization, find the stillness in gratitude. Sometimes I get these existential crises and I'm so caught up worrying about things. When I become aware of my thoughts and worries, I stop my brain. I slow down and I'm like, oh, wait. Just be present in the moment. Be grateful for things as they are right now, because they will never be the same again. We will never have these moments again. Or one day they won't exist and we will miss them. Even if it's a boring day or routine chore of a family event, one day these people are gone and you will wish so bad that you have those boring family events again. So maybe instead of going out with your friends this weekend, spend that time with your family. Don't let what you have in front of you flicker away so quickly. Slow down time, and gratitude helps you slow down time. Think about what's important to you and make sure you soak it all in, boring or not. Gratitude is easy to practice, but don't think it's just a one-time thing or just something that you do this week and your life is great. It doesn't work like that. It ultimately rewires your brain so that you can focus on good things and navigate challenges with a light heart, or maybe at least take things less seriously. So let's go through some different types of gratitude and some ways to integrate it into your life. The first type of gratitude is gratitude towards yourself. This is what you appreciate about yourself. It could be things like your strength, your health, or your ability to keep going even when things are tough. Next, you have gratitude towards your life. You can be grateful for things like your job, family, and friends. And then we have gratitude towards the world. This is where we are grateful for things like sunshine, nature, culture, travel, and all of the beauty around us. Knowing this means that if you're finding it difficult to be grateful towards something in your own life, you can shift that focus and be grateful for something more universal. There is always something to be grateful for. The beauty of the world can only be experienced by those willing to see it. And if you're willing to see all the beauty and love that is present in your life, you'll effortlessly attract more. Practice it over and over again to rewire your neurological pathways so that you can automatically focus on the good in your life rather than the bad. So let's integrate it into our lives right now. Here are some techniques you can use. Every night or every morning, write down 10 to 5 things that you're grateful for. You could even do 5 things about you, 5 things about your life, and 5 things about the world. Give it a go now if you want. Just think about it. Perhaps at the end of the day, you could jot down every good thing that happened, no matter how small. It could be as simple as the sun was shining or a stranger smiled at you. Maybe you saw something funny on social media. Don't say that there's nothing. There is plenty. Meditation is also a good one. It's a practice of stillness and presence. You can always start off with small meditations, from a few minutes to hours, entirely your choice. Even if you just sit in your car in silence for a few minutes, it still counts as meditation. Don't judge your practice or expect to find stillness straight away. Thoughts naturally come in and out during meditation. And it's not about having no thoughts, it's about releasing them. You can also implement gratitude into your casual day-to-day living by replacing language such as I have to with I get to. For example, instead of saying I have to go to work, say I get to go to work. It's a small shift, but such a powerful one. Because you don't have to be at work. You get to be at work because you're healthy enough to get up and go. No one is forcing you. You're lucky enough that you live in a place that offers you a position to make money. The day can pass us by and we can easily forget or miss many precious moments of life. When we have one bad moment, we see the whole day as bad, but that's not true. When you practice gratitude, you soon see that each day is filled with many things to be thankful for. It helps you look out for beautiful moments and opportunities. You'll begin to notice more good around you and less bad. Research shows that in 4 days of practicing gratitude, 10 minutes a day, 3 times a day, can strengthen your immune system by 50%. So let's join science and wisdom and let's shift our vibrational frequency and protect ourselves against disease. Why wouldn't you? What about those without? I recently posted on Instagram asking people what they're grateful for. Most responses revolved around family, health, and support systems. One person said that she's grateful for the support and happy people in her life. Someone else said that they're grateful for me, which is really cute. Another person shared that they're grateful for having healthy and happy children, especially after seeing all the kids in Perth Children's Hospital. That really broke their heart and made them appreciate what they have even more. Then there was someone who said the life they're living now is something that they could have only dreamt about 5 years ago. And that's their little mindfulness check. Just stopping to appreciate their life, friends, and their family. Someone else also said that practicing gratitude has actually become their new thing. She said that in the mornings, she sits at the front with her baby and thinks about everything she's grateful for. It hit her one morning that it's crazy how quickly we take things for granted. She's realized she's literally living the dream. She's always wanted 5 acres, to not have to work, and to have a baby. And now she has all of that. And she was also like, why am I not stopping to smell the roses? So that's her new thing, slowing down, appreciating what she has, and really taking it all in. But it got me thinking after reading all those answers. What about those who don't have these things? Where do they find gratitude? This question sparked some conversations around me. While not everyone was willing to participate in great depth, a few responses stood out. One person shared their experience with bad knees. They said that when their knees were at their worst, they missed how they used to be. This made them reflect on how gratitude might work for other aspects of health. For example, if someone developed emphysema and struggled to breathe, they might still find gratitude in the simple act of breathing. They admitted in the moments of pain overshadowed gratitude, but then they recognized that others had it worse, which helped them put things into perspective. They also pointed out that having bad knees at a young age might feel tougher than at an older age because there's still so much life ahead. However, they emphasized that this is not to diminish anyone's pain, it's just an observation or a thought. They suggested that it might be easier to appreciate good health if you've had it for longer, but at the same time, being born with a condition versus developing it later on in life also makes a difference in how gratitude is experienced. You can still find gratitude regardless. Like for him, he is still grateful that he has knees that carry him. One answer stood out: gratitude for resilience. Even when someone doesn't have family, health, or stability, they still might find gratitude in their ability to push through, to hope for a better future. It's a reminder that gratitude doesn't always come from abundance, but often from perseverance. Another person said that she believes it's ultimately up to the individual because everyone is so different. She imagines there's a difference between surviving and thriving. When you're thriving, you can slow down and acknowledge what you're grateful for. But when you're surviving, you don't really stop to ask yourself that question. You might not even know how to answer it. She thinks that even in survival mode, there are still things people can be grateful for though, like the ability to push through, the mindset to want to be better, and the drive to set goals. There are all these little intricate things that are different for each person. She talked about her own experience, saying that back when she didn't have family, friends, or a healthy lifestyle, she felt like she had nothing to be grateful for. But looking back, she realizes she was still grateful for her own grit, for the belief that she could do better. She thinks, in a way, she was more hopeful than anything. When it comes to dying, she said they might be grateful for the life they had and the experiences that they got to live. But again, it all comes down to the individual. One thing that really stuck to her was something a woman once said on a video at a time in her life when she was surviving and not thriving. She held on to this perspective. The woman said, "If you're not in a physical body, you're not a human being, you're a spiritual being. And in that state, there is no time, no emotion. It's a completely different existence. But imagine if from that place you were given the chance to be human, to experience everything, happiness, sadness, anxiety, love, pain, all of it. Would you take that opportunity? Would you choose to come back just to feel what it means to be human?" That really made her think, because when you stop and look at it, just existing, just experiencing life with all of its highs and lows, that in itself is something to be grateful for. She also said that we experience emotions that can be hard to navigate, but at the end of the day, it's all part of the journey. So from all of that, there is a message to notice the little joys. The first sip of coffee, the sound of the birds in the morning, the warmth of the sunlight of your face. These are the anchors that keep us present and connected to the beauty of life. Remember, a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. This weekend, take a moment to slow down, breathe, and truly appreciate where you are. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Some takeaways from today are: when you find yourself in a low vibe, use gratitude to raise you back up. Take a moment to pause and write things down or say them out loud to a friend or to yourself. As well as switch negative vocabulary with a positive vocabulary, because otherwise it takes away the opportunity to feel grateful. Remove caveats like "I love my job, but," and even things like saying "I can't wait." You can wait, or you'll wish your life away. It feels good to be excited about something, and you can be, but also be happy and excited for today. Remember, we cannot embrace and live in the present with gratitude if we are in the future or in the past. Be mindful and present with what you are doing, and it will enrich your experiences and stop you from splitting up your focus. So before we end, I challenge you to find one thing, just one thing you're grateful for. Until next time, thanks for listening. Follow me, rate me, subscribe. You know the drill. Would mean a lot to keep my listeners growing, and I really appreciate your support. So share it with a friend or on socials, and I'll be forever grateful. On that note, stay grateful and stay present. Happy Friday.